tattoos are used to show off a whole lot of things. Some people use them to commemorate important milestones in their life. Some use them to pay tribute to their loved ones. And some just get those that they find beautiful. But there are some rather woke celebrities who get tattoos showing off their beliefs and as symbols of activism. Let's take a look at who they are and what they've got done. Rihanna's gun tattoo. Rihanna has a gun tattooed on the right side of her ribs. While it does look extremely cool, it also has a deeper meaning. We all remember her abusive relationship with Chris Brown and those leaked photos of her after he engaged in domestic violence with her. She got the tattoo to symbolize her strength and self-protection, a reminder of what she went through and how she overcame it. After what she went through, she became a big advocate against domestic violence. So much so that in 2020, she donated £1.67 million to domestic violence victims in LA amidst the pandemic and lockdown. Besides her donations, she spoke about it during interviews too and stressed the importance of self-love and letting go of toxic situations to heal, something that resonated with many of her fans and inspired them. Lady Gaga's Born This Way tattoo. Lady Gaga's unicorn tattoo on her upper left thigh with the wraparound text reading Born This Way from 2010 was actually done to show her solidarity with the LGBTQ community, which she's actually a part of as well. She came out as bisexual in 2011 during an interview with Barbara Walters. Turns out that her song Poker Face was actually about another woman. Gaga has always been an advocate for the LGBT community. She co-founded the Born This Way organization, which supports mental health, empowers youth, and promotes inclusivity, and mainly focuses on the LGBTQ community. Her efforts have made her a beloved ally. Ruby Rose's unicorn. Ruby Rose was all the rage back in 2016 when she appeared on the TV show Orange is the New Black. Her short hair, boyish charm, and delicate beauty made everyone go crazy over her, and she was the unofficial face of androgyny. And just like Lady Gaga, this actress also has a unicorn tattoo on her right thigh, which was done to show solidarity with the LGBT community, just like Lady Gaga's tattoo. Miley Cyrus's equality sign. This may be one of the simplest tattoos we've ever seen, but it has a strong message behind it. Miley's equality sign tattoo on her ring finger was her way of flipping off homophobes and transphobes and making a statement. That statement being that all love is equal. The pop star also came out as being pansexual and has always been very vocal about how she feels towards opponents of LGBT rights and the push for marriage equality. She's criticized ex-Pennsylvania Senator Rick Santorum, who is openly homophobic, twice on Twitter. And she previously came out as a Christian in favor of equal rights for LGBT people. She also called out Urban Outfitters for donating to his campaign. She's proven time and time again that she's a true ally. Sophia Bush got the same tattoo as Miley, and on the same finger too. She commemorated the new ink in a post on Instagram in 2015. Here's a part of her caption. "The pride is a rainbow. This fight matters." Angelina Jolie's Churchill tattoo. Other than her acting chops, Angelina Jolie is known for her large collection of cool tattoos. One of them being Roman numerals that read 13/5/1940. This was the date of a pivotal moment in history when a famous politician, Winston Churchill, spoke the iconic dialogue, "I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat." Frank Ocean's Simpsons-inspired ink. Frank Ocean got a tattoo of an illustration by Simpsons creator Matt Groening back in 2019. The tattoo is of Groening's homo versus hetero drawing, which demonstrates how there's far more similarities than differences between straight and LGBT people in a lighthearted way. While he's never stated his sexuality explicitly, we can assume he's somewhere on the spectrum. All you really have to do is look closely at the lyrics to Chanel and you can tell at the very least he's bisexual. B. Miller's equality sign tattoo. Just like Miley Cyrus and Sophia Bush, singer B. Miller also has an equal sign tattoo. And in similar fashion, she also got the ink done back in 2015 when marriage equality was legalized. On Twitter, while announcing the new tattoo, she wrote, "Thought it was the perfect day to get this tattoo. #LoveWins." She went on to say, "I have 2 moms, gay uncles, lesbian aunts, and many LGBT friends. I will always happily support all of them." So it's safe to say that B's definitely an ally. Emma Watson's Time's Up tattoo. The #Time's Up movement was kickstarted in 2018 by women in Hollywood who were tired of the widespread sexual harassment, assault, and gender inequality. The movement's goal was to target and end workplace harassment and advocate for women's and marginal groups' safety. It also led to the downfall of some pretty big names in Hollywood, including Kevin Spacey, Louis C.K., and Harvey Weinstein. Emma Watson was seen with a cursive tattoo in honor of the movement during a Vanity Fair Oscars party back in 2018. Even though Watson's homage to Time's Up may only be temporary, which is probably a good thing considering that the tattoo had a small typo, a missing apostrophe, women in Hollywood participated, hoping for permanent changes in the industry. Sam Smith has a pretty unique tattoo showcasing his unusual gender identity. The tattoo, located on Smith's right bicep, depicts a young Sam looking at himself in a full-length mirror wearing just high heels and tighty-whitey underwear. The tattoo was first caught by New York Post's Page 6, and while he hasn't spoken about it yet, it's probably a tribute to Smith's own journey and his non-binary gender identity. Back in November 2020, during an interview with CBS, Smith opened up about coming out as non-binary and being themselves in a real, unfiltered way in the spotlight. He said that he feels queer people around the world don't have just two places they can fit into, and the idea of gender has never been anything but horrific and traumatizing for him. Lena Dunham's skateboarding tattoo. Lena Dunham has quite a collection of tattoos. One of them is the word sick spelled out in large text on the back of her neck. She said that sometimes the label you're so afraid of is actually the best one that you can have. It's definitely an odd way of accepting her endometriosis, a chronic condition which affects a lot of women. It doesn't just end there either. She even found a way to turn her endometriosis scars into art by covering them up with tattoos paying homage to skateboarding champion Laura Thornhill Caswell. Dunham admitted that while she wasn't too familiar with Caswell's work and history, she was all for a woman making her mark, especially when it comes to sports, since that's usually a field reserved for men, and this tattoo was her way of paying tribute to a woman she admires, as well as a woman who stands for strength, character building, and creating something beautiful out of the cards that life dealt you. In her own words, it was girl power, feminism, and resilience all rolled into one. Rita Ora's feminist tattoos. Rita Ora has a ballerina tattooed on her side, which is a bit of a surprise given that most of her tattoos are text-based, with many being heartfelt tributes to her loved ones. But as with all her ink, this one still carries a personal meaning. Her tattoos often reflect themes of strength and empowerment, especially when it comes to women. She loves her strong female figures, and some of her ink pays tribute to these iconic women throughout history. One of her standout pieces is a large image of Aphrodite, the goddess of love, on the inside of her left bicep. She talked about the goddess with a lot of admiration, describing her as someone who had the power to control the other gods using love. Rita also has a massive tattoo on her right ribcage, showcasing Rosetta, a pinup girl who originates from a famous 1930s illustration by legendary Alberto Vargas. Rita really loves this piece. She spoke about how the art speaks to the intricacies of the relationships between men and women and how they both don't get each other. It is clear that for Rita, her tattoos aren't just for decoration. They reflect her journey and exploration of love, identity, and the powerful woman she aspires to be. So, which of these celebrity tattoos was your favorite? Do you have any cool, crazy, or woke tattoo ideas for yourself? Make sure to leave a comment down below and let us know. In the meantime, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel while you're here. Take care.